All right. Good morning, guys. This is your review for the quiz from sections 8.1 through 8.4. First thing the quiz will have on it will be this. And I'm assuming that right after this, you'll have time to write your summaries and take the time to review these things here that I'm about to talk about. For the first thing they're going to ask you on the quiz is write this in standard form. Standard form is having the highest degree first. So x to the second power is your highest degree. So in standard form, never really written it like that before, but standard form is 4x squared plus 3x. So that'd be your first answer for this one. The next thing it would ask is, classify it by degree. The degree is whatever variable is raised to the highest power. So you see the x is raised to the second power, that's your highest degree. The name with a degree of 2 is called a quadratic. And basically what I was trying to get at when I said do your summaries and review is review what the first degree, second degree, third degree, know all those just in case they're asked. Okay, and the last thing is classify by term. Terms are separated by a plus or a minus sign. So there's two terms on this one over here, one over here. Two terms is called a binomial. Okay, so that's how the quiz starts, guys. And don't forget, I can't tell you how many times students forget to read directions. So read the directions, get all three of those right, because if you only do one of the three parts, it's not good. Okay, so next one that will be on the quiz will look like this. And the directions say add or subtract. Well, I see that negative in between them, so right away my first instinct is to do this. Switch the first one. Switch the second one. Okay, now I forgot squared. There it is. Okay, now we're good. Okay, so now I look for the highest degree. The highest degree on the board is negative 2x to the second power. There's no other like term with it. That one is complete. The next one is a positive 3x and a minus 3x. They're going to equal 0x. You don't have to put it. That's just out. Okay, and the last thing is a plus 6. This would be your final answer when it comes to this type of problem. Again, the directions would be add or subtract. The next one on the quiz would look like this. Where the directions just say multiply, but you guys are probably going to like these directions better that I give, and that would be to use distributive property to find the answer. So when you use distributive property, you multiply. Take 5 times 10 to come up with, 5 times 2 to come up with 10, x to the third, go across here, come up with 30, x to the second power. It's in standard form, it's organized correctly, and this is the final answer for this one here. Under the same directions, it'll still say multiply to find the answer, except this one looks different. This is multiplying a binomial times a binomial. And when you do that, guys, you can use the table or you can draw the arrows. Both work well. If you did draw the arrows, you would take first times first, which is t squared. Outside times outside, which is plus 6t. Inside times inside, which is plus 1t. Outside, or last times last, which is 6. The middle two terms can usually be put together. And we have 6t plus 1t, which is 7t plus 6. This is the final answer, guys. Okay, now this next problem is the one I feel that is the hardest, and it's factor. All you're doing, though, is you are doing reverse order. Instead of multiplying, you're dividing out. 3. All right, so between all three terms, you could factor out a number. Think of what can be divided evenly between 3, 9, and 6. The GCF is 3. Now, letter-wise, okay, I got x squared, I got x, and I got nothing. Because there's nothing on this last one, there isn't a letter to take out of each one, so we put parentheses. And then, so we divide out. 3 divided by 3 is 1. We still have an x squared left because we didn't take out an x. We couldn't. 9 divided by 3 is 3. We're leaving the x there. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And this would be the final answer. Now, guys, I'd recommend checking your answer. Now, this is your answer, but if you run this back through with distributive property, you're going to get that top part again. And as long as you do, you're right. Okay, and then the last section, it's multiplying special cases, but I think you guys were really comfortable with just using the table and doing it the old way and making sure you get the right answer. Now, since I have 2 of these, write out 2 of them. I highly recommend this, using this method. Get your table going. You got the n and the 5, the n and the 5. Get the table filled out. All right, these 2 can usually be put together. Don't assume they're going to cancel out. I mean, every once in a while they do, but not very often. So our final answer is n squared plus 10n plus 25. All right, guys. So good luck on the quiz. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. I will be at a math conference doing math things. And that's about it. There's some college games going on this weekend. Check those out. That should be about it, guys. All right. Have a great weekend.